once you're outside Nairobi, I think there are people who don't even know if this is rape or not.
Yeah, it's true.
They think it's just
not
normal.
Even, not even outside Nairobi, even in Nairobi.
I know. If you're in Nairobi and you really don't understand what rape is, that's crazy though.
You will be surprised.
What, you think so?
I'll tell you. Honestly, you'll be very surprised. You know,
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I don't know what you're talking about. Tell me about it.
You know, like, there's this whole idea that, like,
we only
view rape in, like, one way. Like, for an incident to be rape, it has to be, like, violent, and the girl has to have been, like, she should not have put herself in that situation. Then that's when people will be like, yeah, she was raped. Okay. But once we're talking about women who were drugged, the conversation about rape people now become like, is it really rape if she took herself to the club? Once we talk about how women dress, you know, those are the conversations that I will say men and some women deliberately use to blur out the line between what is rape and what is not.
But can we also say that, like, right now, rape among adults is 50-50? Wait, hold on. Let me finish. I'm just saying 50-50 in the sense, like, I think the amount or the number of women being raped is equivalent to the number of guys being raped.
You don't have those statistics. I can tell you for
You don't think I have the receipts?
You don't. No.
You don't think I have the receipts?
That is definitely not credible. If you have the receipts, it is not from a credible source. And what? I don't think... Because even if you think about the number of cases reported for men, you can never say it's equal to women. And I know exactly. I was gonna say I know it's because men don't report it. So we can't say about the prevalence of rape amongst men.
Isn't this like the patriarchy thing you're talking about? That men have been conditioned to be tough and stuff, and
it's sad.
Guys are being raped, and first
it's true. First of all, we need to accept that.
Yeah.
As a country, we need to accept that men can suffer sexual harassment, they can suffer sexual violence. It is true. But I'm telling you, they do not suffer it in the extent that women do. Women suffer sexual abuse and harassment disproportionately to men. The people who a woman can like, oh my gosh.
Hey, listen, let it all out. It's a podcast. It's the thekisscapadespodcast. Just let it all out.
Anyway,
people will connect to what you're saying.
Men definitely suffer sexual harassment, sexual abuse, but I will tell you,
I think the numbers
for women, it is disproportionate to men, for sure.
Tell me how or why.
Women are more susceptible. Women can be raped or sexually harassed everywhere and anywhere.
And guys can't?
Guys can, but women are more susceptible. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Even if you think about just like even if you think about just like I don't want to actually, let me not say this because
you can say that's what people will connect to, or what are you mentioning names, or what are you trying to say?
No, it's just like, anyway, just ignore that. Let me put it somewhere.
How will people connect to you?
You understand just want me to be controversial.
No.
What I'm saying is,
it's just a conversation that
we're
having.
Pull up the receipts.
I'm just saying, okay, think about it this way.
No, pull up the receipts.
I want to. Just
pull it up.
Hold on. Let me just say it. Listen. How many guys have you had have been dragged in like 1 year after having or during or before sex with women?
Personally?
Yeah. Don't know any?
Not the drugged thing, but I know men who have been abused, especially as children.
Not even that as children. I'm talking about adults who they're drugged, something is put in their drink, somebody takes them home, fucks them like halfway, and then...
You know, the thing is,
they black out.
I believe that happens, but
I know at least, even in person, probably more than 50 people.
Do you know how many women I know? And you know this isn't a
those
competition.
Are the one, no, it's not. It's not a
competition.
We can't compete about like I know people who've been raped.
Like,
now
it's terrible.
That's just
But what I'm trying to tell you is, just pull up the receipt, because that one, like, I have never seen any statistic that backs that up anywhere in the world.
Listen, I'll send you some screenshots. Let's just
See, he doesn't want to pull them up now because he doesn't have these stats.
It's just cause, like we've said, like there's some topics that we can just touch on in bits, and then we can always do a second episode. Like, you remember, we talked about this.
But
here are my facts.
I think, like, generally, let us just say, I am so happy that we are having these conversations about what's happening to men as well.
Yeah.
And we can have them simultaneously with the conversation about women. You know, it should never be a thing where you hear about a woman being raped and then your response is, but men are raped too. You know what I mean?
No,
it's like, you can
silly.
say that's bad.
Yeah.
And also when you hear about a man being raped, that's also bad.
Oh, people will laugh.
You know what I mean?
People will laugh.
But that
Let's
is also
be honest.
that's bad.
Yeah.
People shouldn't laugh. If you're out there and you think that rape and sexual violence and sexual abuse to men is funny, you're whack.
Oh, true.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay, so
like, honestly, you're a bad person.
It's not a. If you just think about it, you know, all people being victimized here, and you can't take anything for granted because you don't know the psychological impact that